As expected, the parliament session will start with contestation and the issue of speaker will be the most. And as usual, what we have seen that on the second day of the parliament, the issue of speaker came, and for the first time it took a different turn, and the country will witness the speaker's election for the first time in the Lok Sabha. Hello and welcome to the in-news series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about election of speaker of the Lok Sabha. So this session is important for your GS2 perspective. Moving towards the points of discussion part. First of all, we are going to discuss the news, then we are going to discuss about speaker, history about the speaker post, then we are going to discuss about the election of speaker, that what are the constitutional provisions we have for the election of speaker. Then we are going to discuss the importance of speaker in the Lok Sabha and also in the whole parliament. After that, we are going to discuss practice question for prelims. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to the Drishti IAS channel. Moving towards the news part. So what had happened that yesterday we have seen that this time this 18th Lok Sabha saw its first session of the parliament in which so many MPs has taken the oath, including the Prime Minister of this country. So this was the update from yesterday and we had already covered this thing in the yesterday news. Now it comes to the pro tem speaker, because the pro tem speaker had authored and what you can say affirmed the oaths and affirmation of various what you can say MPs of the Lok Sabha, including the Prime Minister, and pro tem speaker has been appointed by the President Draupadi Murmu. And since then the issue of speaker is in the news because the opposition leaders, especially the Indian National Congress, wanted that K. Suresh should be the pro tem speaker as he is the senior most member of the Lok Sabha and he won the election for the 8th time this time. On the other hand, the pro tem speaker, who is Bhartrihari Mahtab, has won the 7th time. So when it comes to the convention, so what you can say, K. Suresh, the Congress leader, is more senior to Bhartrihari Mahtab. So when it comes to the seniority wise, because in convention, when it is there to appoint any pro tem speaker, we always see the seniority. So it is just a convention, not constitutionally written. So it is said that the BJP had and the NDA-led BJP government had not followed the suit and convention. So they were already upset with this pro tem speaker post, and now the contestation come with the speaker post. So what is the contestation about? So Congress has said that we want the post of deputy speaker, and if we will agree to this, if the NDA will agree to this, then will not contest to the speaker's post. But the BJP, the current ruling political party, said that the Congress cannot dictate us and they cannot make a rules for us that this is our criteria and on this criteria we are going to be in the parliament. So that's why this contestation emerged and the Congress has filed its candidate K. Suresh as a speaker. On the other hand, the NDA government has filed Om Birla, who was previously speaker of the Lok Sabha, as its candidate. So this was the contestation between the NDA versus the India bloc and also the Om Birla versus the K. Suresh. Well, we don't know that who will win this election, but for the first time the Lok Sabha will see the election. Now we come to the another slide. Another slide is about the speaker. So what is the speaker? So speaker is a constitutional and ceremonial head of the house, means the lower house, and there is a speaker. Each house has their presiding officer. So for Lok Sabha, there is a speaker and deputy speaker. So when speaker is not present, the deputy speaker will take over it. And for the Rajya Sabha, we have the chairman and deputy chairman. So each house has their presiding officer. And from where the institution of speaker came. So the institution of speaker came in 1921. It originated in 1921 under the provision of the Government of India Act 1919, which is also known as Montagu-Chelmsford reforms. And in that time, the speaker is called as the president or deputy president. So the post of speaker is called as president and the deputy speaker is called as the deputy president. and this nomenclature was active up to the 1947, and in 1947 we had adopted this thing, speaker and what you can say deputy speaker. However, in 1935 this particular nomenclature has been changed, and it changed to the speaker to the deputy speaker, from the president to the deputy president. So this is a brief history of speaker we have. Now we come to the another one, which is about the election of a speaker, because we are not usual for the election of the speaker, but we have to also look that, do constitution talk about the election of the speaker? Do we have any constitutional provision? Then yes, we have constitutional provision for the election of the speaker, and article 93 of the Indian constitution states that the Lok Sabha shall choose 2 members to be its speaker and deputy speaker, and the election of the speaker is held on a date fixed by the president. So this is also very much important for your examination, because who will fix the date of the election of the speaker? So the president of this country will fix that date, and by simple majority, who will win this particular process of the speaker, that person will be elected as a speaker. Earlier we have this mutual consensus, and after the mutual consensus the speakers are elected, but this time we will see the election. Now we come to the another one. Another one is about the importance of the speaker. So the speakers have a various importance, but when it comes to the constitutional aspect, so the speaker performed 2 important constitutional functions. First is certifying a money bill, so it's with the prior consent with the speaker, and also what you can say, when there is a contestation over any kind of bills, over any kind of the acts, and if there is a tie kind of situation, in that also the vote of the speaker is very much important, because the speaker will decide that in which way the particular bill and act will go. On the other hand, the speaker has also another kind of responsibility, which is the disqualification of MPs on any grounds, which is already written in the 10th schedule of the Indian constitution. So the speaker has great role in the anti-defection law. So these are the 2 constitutional posts which made speaker post very much valuable, because the speaker, he or she decides the money bill, that whether a particular bill is money bill or not, and also about the disqualification of MPs. Though speaker has various role, that it presided the joint convention of Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. So these kind of other roles we also have, but when it comes to the 2 constitutional functions, then these are the 2 constitutional functions we have. Now we come to the question part. The question is very much easy, because we already discussed this thing. Which article of the Indian constitution deals with the election of speaker? And your options are article 72, article 75, article 84, article 93. And we already had discussed this thing, so you have to answer this into the comment section. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.